Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Madison Alece, and today we are not doing a makeup tutorial. We are gonna do kind of like a faves, like a favorites type of video. Hold on. But kind of not really a favorites video. Basically, I'm gonna talk about some of the products I believe that a broke-ass college student should have in their makeup collection. If you have to spend your money wisely and you want to buy some new makeup, or you just want to make like a solid makeup kit that you could just use just these products every time and your makeup come out good every time, that's what we're going to talk about today. Okay. So I think I have something from every category. I could be wrong, but I think I do. I'm gonna first start off, I'm just gonna go in like the order that I would do my makeup in, so I make sure I get everything and it's easy to follow along with. Okay, so for primer, I think there's a lot now that the drugstore is coming out with more primers, but I haven't found one that like I would trust 100% to be my only primer. So the primer that I have been loving, and it has never failed me no matter what foundation I put on top of it, was the Nivea Men Post Shave Balm. I always mess that up, I don't know why. My little thing is disgusting because I've literally had this for probably a year or two, year and a half probably, and it's like still like right here. Like, and it's like $4, maybe $6, I don't know. Super cheap, super good, super recommend. So next step in the makeup thing is foundation. So I have one foundation that I recommend to anyone with any type of skin type because this is my favorite. So that is the Maybelline Fit Me foundation, the matte and poreless one. I love this. I've never put this on my face and not liked how my foundation looked. The next thing we're going to talk about is concealer. And that is, if you watch my videos, you know this, because it's like the only concealer I use. And that is the Fit Me, Maybelline Fit Me concealer. This stuff. It's like $7, I think, and it is, I literally have like 8 of these, and they're all open and all half gone, and 10 out of 10 would recommend this for anyone with any type of skin tone, or skin type. We're going to talk about loose powder. And everyone has heard about this, and it's the Coty Airspun. It does flash back, and this is just the original formula, so it smells like grannies and old people, but I'm pretty sure they've come out with a non-scented. The scent doesn't really bother me, like I stopped smelling it right after I close it, so it doesn't really bother me, but I know for a lot of people they are bothered by that, so just keep that in mind. I'm scared I'm gonna get lipstick on my teeth. Hopefully I don't. Oh well. So the next thing we're going to talk about is a setting powder, and that is the Rimmel Stay Matte setting powder. I started using this like way back in high school when I first started wearing makeup, and this is what my mom bought me, so this is what I used. I've used a few like recently. I've been trying to try new stuff because I'm like, how am I supposed to know if it's really that good if it's all I've ever used? But I keep going back to it, and I really love this. And it's like $4 or $5, and it really keeps you matte for real. Let's do bronzer. Yeah, that's what I would use. And this is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This smells like coconuts and goodness and the beach. I want to go to the beach. But the only flaw is that they only have 2 shades. They have the original one, which isn't really that dark, and then they have the darker bronzer, which this says just bronzer on it. I don't know what the other one's called. I've never used that. But if you're much darker than me, you won't be able to use this, which is bad on their behalf. They should come out with more because this is really good. And I would really recommend it if you aren't super dark. So the next thing I have is kind of up there for like price wise for the drugstore, but It is a palette, so it's kind of worth it, I think. But that is the L'Oreal Infallible Paints Blush Palette. And it comes with 4 different shades. So you get 4 colors, and I don't remember how much this was, but if you can just have 4 colors with you and just take this around in one thing, I think that's pretty handy and pretty worth your money, if you ask me. Yes. These Wet n Wild color icons are even cheaper than this, and if you're like, I just need one shade, these are like, I think $3, and the color the color payoff, let me just swatch. Can you see that in the camera? Probably not. I'm probably too far away. Like, it's pretty legit. So I would recommend this one over this, but if you're looking for convenience and if you like to have some variety, this, if you one shade is good for you. Color icon, it's like $3. So the next thing I'm going to just stay with the face, would be highlighter. The only highlighter I've ever found at the drugstore that I liked is this, the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder, and this is in the shade Precious Petals. I have the other ones too, but Precious Petals is my favorite one. The next thing I'm going to move on to is the eyes, and I have a few options for you guys. So I'm going to just like start with the most expensive one and work my way down, I think. Yeah. So if you are okay with spending like $50 on a palette, and that's just going to be the one palette you have and take it everywhere, I would recommend the Modern Renaissance palette, because it does have some pops of color like these pinks and stuff, but you can create a super, like, you can see how loved and abused mine is. Like, it's pretty bad. It's seen better days. But I just like this because you can create a super natural everyday look or a super dramatic look. But if you're gonna splurge on an eyeshadow palette, this is the one I would recommend. And yeah, but there's more options, just wait. The next thing I would recommend, which is a little bit cheaper but still like not drugstore priced, I guess, but it's cheaper than $50, would be any of the Morphe palettes. I don't have it. I used to have the 35O palette, but I gave that to my boyfriend's sister because I literally never used it because I just didn't reach for those colors, I guess. But I have the 35B palette with me right now. Any of these palettes from Morphe are good. I think they're $22, most of them, around that. So for this many shades, that is pretty insane. They have tons of different ones with different colors, so you can pick your color scheme, I guess. But yeah, Morphe palettes are really good too, but they're a little bit more expensive. Now the next thing I would recommend is at like Walmart and stuff, and that would be the Milani palettes. I really like these, and they have, I think, 4, I've only seen 4 different color schemes, and I only have one, but I really like it. And this is the Plums Basic one. I really like this palette, and I think that if you got like the gold one, the more golden one or something, super wearable, super everyday. Only thing is you wouldn't really be able to create like that many looks with just one palette, and you can't create like super dramatic looks with just one palette, so that would be my only issue with just having this palette. But if you're gonna buy like 2 of these, you might as well buy a Morphe palette because you get like triple the amount of shades, probably like 4 times the amount of shades, and it's really not that expensive. The next thing we're going to talk about is the brows, and I have tried several different drugstore brow products and I just didn't really like them. So the product that I have is high-end, and it is the Anastasia Brow Wiz. Every time I try something new, this is what I go back to. Can you even see that against the brown door? Probably not. I just really love this palette, or this is not a palette. I really love this eyebrow pencil. So, eyeliner. I only use one eyeliner, and that is the NYX matte liquid liner, and I love this liner. Me and my mom love this liner. We buy it in bulk, anytime we see it in any store, we're like, oh, they have it in stock, and then we buy it because so many people buy it and use it that it's always sold out. So yeah. The next thing is lipstick, but that they are the Wet n Wild liquid cat suits liquid liners. Hold on, I'm out of breath. The Wet n Wild liquid catsuit liquid lipsticks. I love these. I like to wear them matte, and I like to put a gloss over them. No matter what you do, they last for like a ridiculous amount of time, and they are ridiculously cheap. How many times in a video can I say ridiculously? So a setting spray at the drugstore I really love is the Milani Make It Last. The only thing I don't like is that it's so small, like compared to, like, it looks like trial size compared to like my other setting sprays, but it's pretty good. And the spray is kind of odd, like I don't know if I just bought a bad one or something, but the spray is kind of odd, the mist, but it really does make your makeup last, and I would recommend, even though it's small. It's pretty cheap, I think, too. But yeah, that was my makeup guide for the broke-ass college student. So if you're broke or just would rather spend your money on other things and you're looking for cheap makeup, that is what I would recommend to you. So thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. I just broke it more. Excuse me. I'm out of breath. I feel like I'm out of breath. I even got to like the third time I've said I'm out of breath in this video. Okay.